Hi, it's Redheaded Riding Hood here, red for short. Um, I got my picture today. It was beach day and we went surfing, and guess what? John and Tim were in the water, and I pointed to the wrong people. Did I point to the right people? Yeah, John and Tim were in the water, and yeah, I got surfing lessons from John Foreman today, so that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Going back tonight for a sing along on the beach, and a campfire and stuff. And it wasn't, there was traffic. It took me an hour to get to this beach from my hotel, but I came back to shower and I got a little sun, and I didn't do as well as surfing as I did in 28. I was in a little better shape in 2018, but I think I'm going to come back next year, or maybe I'll even go up to Pismo on Friday and get a surfing lesson there too, because I was close. I got a surfboard that was too small, and so like it wasn't really wide, it wasn't really big enough for me, so they got me a bigger surfboard. But then what I feared happened, and his surfboard hit me in the head when I fell. But it didn't hit me hard, so like it didn't really hurt me. One guy got hit in the mouth mark, and he was bleeding. He got hit with a surfboard, and but it was fun, and I kept trying. Perseverance. I'm gonna keep trying, because I was able to stand up a couple of times when I went in 2018, but I was in better shape. So incentive to get in better shape, I'll be able to stand up, so it'll be good. Today's daily celebration is appropriate because it's Be Kind. They're just really cool guys, nice guys. Donald Barclay has a sermon on the text, "What is that to thee? Follow thou me." John 21:22. He talks about the things which we should never mind, but just keep on following Christ. He writes, "Never mind your perplexities, but follow Christ." Barclay does not belittle the real and haunting doubts that come at some time to every man. He goes on to say, of course you have to face your doubts and perplexities quite honestly and quite frankly, and try to think them out and get light on them. But the great and salutary reassuring lesson is this, that it is not just thinking it all out that the light comes, and that you don't have to wait until you have thought it all out, or you would have to wait forever. You can go on bravely in the path of duty and purity and love. That must be right. You are sure enough of that. So much of Christ is plain to you, and so far you can follow him with your eyes wide open. And that is how further light comes. He that does the truth cometh to the light. There are many things about which we may not be sure, and there are not a few things about which we may never be sure. But we know that kindness in another's troubles and courage in one's own is always part of the Christian way, and we can get on with that. I am aware of the contempt with which the theologians regard a religion which, as they put it, consists of being kind to Granny and the cat. But the man who has translated the kindness of God into the life of men, is not far from the kingdom. In an old scrapbook, I came across these lines. The wise men ask, what language did Christ speak? They cavil, argue, search little, prove. O sage, leave your Syriac and your Greek. Each heart contains the knowledge that you seek. Christ spoke the universal language, love. At the end of the day, I would take my chance with a man who was no theologian, but who was kind. Yeah. That's good. And last night I was feeling, we just had the studio tour yesterday, and then the rest of the day was to myself, and I didn't get anybody's. I should have just, there's a couple that's really nice, Kathy and Tom, and they invited me to go whale watching. They were going whale watching and then gonna go to the, but I felt so just beat, and I was covered in sand, and I wanted to take a shower, so I trekked back here, and it was like an hour. There was traffic on the 5, and oh gosh, it was ridiculous. And now I'm gonna have to trek back, and it looks like it says it was 30 minutes to get there earlier at 9:30, but now it's an hour. So I might go on the 101 and see if that's quicker. But yeah, I called Lindy last night, and she made me feel better because I'm just going through stuff, y'all, and coming back to California is kind of bittersweet. I love California, but I don't have any family to see here because a lot of them have passed away, and then the ones that are left I'm not in contact with. Some of them I'm purposely not in contact with, and some of them I've just fallen out of touch with. So that's what I was saying to Lindy, that it's just, and I don't think I'm going to get to see Carol because Carol's going to if Carol's in Flagstaff. So Lindy and I decided, I was just like, I'm struggling, Lindy. And so Lindy was, I knew calling Lindy would cheer me up. And I was honestly so upset, though. You shoot your own self in the foot because you get so in your head and you get so upset, and like, I don't want to be a downer, and I don't feel like calling her, and I'm, so I made myself call her, and I told her that, and she did make me feel better. I felt like that's what God wanted me to do. It was like, he kept on being like, call Lindy. So I called Lindy, and Carol's too busy, so I don't think I'm going to see Carol unless I see her when I go to Flagstaff. But I'm decided, I want to go to Flagstaff and see Lindy before I go back home. So, and it's kind of like, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go up to Pismo. I'm going to go to my old neighborhood, like is in my, my class thing that I'm taking on codependency, to go back to your old neighborhood. I think I'm going to do that. Maybe face some demons. Face my demons. But yeah, so keep praying for me. But yeah, I might go up to Pismo, and I don't know. I met some great people here, so I'm excited about that, and I hope we'll keep in touch. I met someone that's in Denver, so that's cool. And yeah, but like, I was coming back from, I want to tell you one more thing. I was listening on the way to surfing. I was having a little bit of anxiety, but not too much. I did it. I got it. I got through it. And about surfing. And I was listening to Need to Breathe. I've been listening to Switchfoot the whole time I've been here, but I was listening to Need to Breathe. And this Need to Breathe song came on, that was perfect, and it's called Walking on Water. I'm going to share it on my community tab. And I just started crying. And it's like ever since, so today, you know, ever since like talking to Lindy last night helped, and then like today I came back and I was like, you know, I've been feeling better. I'm feeling better. I'm not wasn't thinking about my depression at all. After surfing got my mind totally off of it. Talking to Lindy helped, and deciding to, you know, Lindy said you need to make some decisions, and I'm like, yeah, I do. That will probably help too. But yeah. But still, I don't have to decide right now about where I'm going in, or if I'm moving to another state in 2025. But my lease is up in Denver, where I'm at, in February. But I might stay. I think my choices are now either I'm going to stay in Denver for longer and find a cheaper place, or I'm gonna move by my daughter in Pennsylvania. Those, I'm narrowing it down, and right now I'm sadly probably not moving back to California, and it's probably not Oregon either. I already lived by my son for a little bit anyway, so for a year until he moved to Oregon. So, and that was nice. But I'm gonna let you go. Oh, I also said a poem for Rami. I said a poem for Rami, and I said a poem for Chad, and he really liked it, and he wants a copy of it. So I'm gonna bring him a copy of my book. So I'm excited about that. And my friend, I'm going to bring a copy of my book for it, because I have copies of my book and with me, thankfully, and I'm going to bring those to them. So I'm going to let you guys go. Don't say that no one cares for you, because I do, and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red, because Red is praying for you. Bye.